Oh, welcome, Cabbage here. It's a few days early, but in War of the Visions JP, let's look at my account after 8 months of play. And I guess first we can look at my progress in the raid. And as we can see, my personal boss level is up to 80, and that was my goal. Again, if we look at the rewards, for clearing 79, you'll get this limited time helm, plus 3, and that's what I wanted. So I'm not going to play the raid or host the raid anymore. That really kicked my butt, especially yesterday. I watched the Monster Strike live stream, but I was playing the raid in this game at the same time. But yeah, my team of Dark Slash attackers, it was good until maybe boss level 60, and then the boss was just killing me so much that it took too many refreshes to just beat one boss level. So then I had to turn to co-op. Between level 60 and 70, it was kind of difficult to put a team together. But once I got over 70, it was much easier, because that's where most people are, and so the most people are most likely to join those boss levels there. But as far as stuff that I need to pick up, I want to get the 32, 33 recipes for this helmet in order to someday get that to plus 5. And then once I get enough recipes, I'll spend the rest on these purple spiky things. I'm probably not going to get enough in the last, 48 hours before the event ends, but I'll get as close as I can. And then as for this event, like characters that were good, probably the best Dark team would be 4 Super Sterns, because he does nice chaining, and he's pretty beefy, and he does a lot of damage. A lot of the other Dark characters, they're kind of paper thin, they go down easily, but they rely on evade. But this boss and then his 2 archer little guys in there, they have pretty high accuracy, including 100% hit attacks. So yeah, Veneta, Stern, and then Shadowlynx and Gafgarion in particular, they would go down pretty soon if you couldn't protect them. So another one of the best teams might have been like 3 Super Stern and a Sasayaki. Sasayaki was really good in here, but didn't see her a ton. But the better team overall might have been a bunch of light element slash attackers. That's another combination that this boss is weak to. So like Ramza and Thancred and of course Engelbert, they're all going to be a lot beefier than the dark characters. So in an alternate universe where I had built up a bunch of light characters with slash attacks, I might have had an easier time with this raid. But it's done, so can't complain. And then we can look at my equipment. I'll show you where I got that helmet. Oh, there it is. So yeah, I got the plus 4. And then at plus 4, I can get the Pierce Resistance 5, which is as good as Sasayaki's Trustmaster, so I'll call it a win for now. And then in the far, far future, I can make the plus 5, and then get the plus 10 Pierce Resistance. But for now, it's a pretty good piece of armor. I didn't use any seals or anything on it, just to get it to level 40. And then, I guess while we're here in the equipment screen, I can show you what else I've been crafting. One, the Lion Heart, I got this up to level 50. This is for my Thancred. Otherwise... I guess for goals, I'd like to make the plus 5 Mithril Armor, again for Sasayaki. And then someday in the far, far future, I'd like to get the Golden Helm, also for Sasayaki. And then for Trustmasters, I finished Rairyu, so I got his gun. This is great because I can put it on Federica and really make her like a status effect champ. And then I also finished Doreda, that's the female character that was on my front screen. I got her bow, which has very nice attack, accuracy, and critical, and then also Doom, which could be good against maybe tanks or other guys that are difficult to damage or take down. Next we can look at vision cards. People seem to want to look at these. Don't really have any goals here. I'll just level up whatever comes to me. Okay. And then Espers. No goals here, although I would still like to pull Fenrir for the magic resistance. And then if Final Fantasy I ever comes back, I'll pull hard for the Death Machine. Alright, and then finally let's look at units. I got Orodoa up to level 99, super happy about that. She's a fun character, but it's going to be hard to recommend her. You can look forward to her level 99 review later. Otherwise, I got Thancred up to 89, so super happy about this. Crazy stats that you can look at there. I'm still working on getting JP points for him so I can raise the levels of his skills. But I'll try him out, and then I'll do a review of him fairly soon. Some people have been asking for that. I was thinking of waiting until Final Fantasy XIV returns to Global, but I don't know. There's maybe a lot of people that have Thancred but don't know how to use him. So yeah, I'd like to try him out, learn him, and then talk about him. What else? Oh, I got my Super Stern up to Limberbrike 3, very excited about that. He's already very strong and a lot of fun. So next time he's picked up in the Hatcher and the shop, I'll get him to 89. And then in the raid, I really got a good idea of like why and how he is good. And then he's one of the beefier attackers actually with good evade. So I'd put him up there with like Thancred, Orlandu, Erude, people like that as far as beefiness. Really looking forward to building him. And then yeah, Rodeida got her to max, got her Trustmaster. Maybe I'll do a review of her later. Oh, and then part of the reason why I skipped Bikini Ririshu was because I kind of felt weird going for a UR Hunter while still not having used my MR Hunter a lot. So that's part of the reason why I stayed my hand for her. So I want to use Rodeida, get used to her, think about how useful a Hunter is. And then maybe in the future when there's another UR main job Hunter, I'll go for that. But she's pretty great. She's a good farmer, especially in like the red orb and the yellow orb quests, because there's a lot of elevation in there. So for her to be able to use her bow, even with her regular attacks, makes her a good farmer for there. And pretty good attack for an MR, I would say. And then Mariaru, getting her closer to max. Part of the reason why I'm leveling her is because she has the Calculator subjob. And then like Calculator, I skipped Erudita, so it's a totally foreign thing to me. So I wasn't really sure how they worked at all. But I've been using her and now I have a pretty good grasp on Mariaru. So when Erudita is close to release in Global, I'll be able to talk about her with a little more authority. And then here's Rairyu. I think he could also be a good farmer. There's another YouTuber, Mysidia Gaming. I consider him the expert on Rairyu, so I'll go back and watch his videos on him again. And otherwise, let's see, favorites. These are the guys that I'm still working on. I still want to max Ramada and then Nasia, mostly for their Trustmasters, but Nasia I can use her as a tank against like certain elements or stuff, so looking forward to that. Oh, and Jiza. Also, with this raid, I really came to understand how powerful this Trustmaster is, so I'm going to have to bite the bullet and then start working on her. But she's being offered every day in the Mog Shop, so I'm buying her there. And then also I'll turn in those rainbow coins in order to get her shards. So probably sooner rather than later I'll get her Trustmaster. Whenever I max her in Global, I'll do a review of her, which might be interesting because maybe some people have the max of her for her Trustmaster, but I've never used her and maybe have questions about how to use her well. And she's pretty great, so she is worth using. So yeah, that is my account at 8 months. I'm happy to say that my spending has been slowing. So again, my talisman is working. I'm not wearing it right now, I'm wearing my Seiko SKX. But the Cartier is still doing its job, so pretty happy about that. Okay, I think that will do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.